Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nurma Mutira Ningsih. In here, I want to share my thoughts and analysis on the novel Woman 8.0 by Nawal El-Saadawi. I will talk about the plot, character, and the link to moderate feminines and the personal morals. For the first, the plot of the novel is at point zero follow the story of Firdaus, a woman in Egypt who is sentenced to death for murdering a man. The novel is structured as a frame narrative with a psychiatrist interviewing Firdaus in prison. In part 2, Firdaus recounts her life in detail. She begins as a girl raised in poverty and abuse. After her parents' death, she is sent to live with her uncle, who molests her. Eventually, she is married off to an abusive older man. Firdaus escapes and ends up working an office, but is soon sexually exploited by her boss. Feeling powerless, she turns to prostitution. Not out of desperation, but because it ironically gives her control over her body and finances. However, society continues to shame and marginalize her. So the climax of the story occurs when she kills a pimp who tried to exploit her, leading to her imprisonment and death sentence. Rather than plead for mercy, Firdaus accepts her fate with pride, claiming that prison is the only place where she has ever felt truly free. This striking and powerful plot reveals a deep critique of patriarchy, class oppression, and gender violence. The second one is about the character. The central character is Firdaus, whose life we follow from childhood to death row. She is intelligent, sensitive, and strong, but deeply wounded by repeated betrayal and abuse of men. Despite her pain, Firdaus evolves into a bold woman who seeks autonomy, even if it means working as a prostitute. We also meet Firdaus' uncle, her first abuser, who represents the hidden domestic violence that many women face. Her husband is another abusive figure who beats her regularly. The male boss at her office represents the hypocrisy of society, appearing civilized but using power to exploit women. The pimp, who she eventually kills, symbolizes the ultimate oppression and objection of women. Interestingly, the psychiatrist interviewing Firdaus play a passive but reflective role, acting as a witness to Firdaus' story. She began to admire Firdaus' courage, and we see the impact of Firdaus' voice on other women, even educated ones. Each character, eventually the man, is used to follow how systematic misogyny works in different areas of society, from family to work and to the streets. And the third is about connection with moderate feminism. The novel has a strong connection to moderate feminism, feminist movement, especially in its call for equal rights, person autonomy, and a respect for women's voices. Moderate feminists believe in achieving gender equality through reform rather than radical revolution. Firdaus' journey reflects this struggle, although she doesn't join a feminist movement directly. Her personal rebellion against exploitation is a radical form of resistance. Her voice become to a prostitute, for example, is shocking, but in context, it's her way of reclaiming economic independence in a world where women are denied dignity. Firdaus doesn't just demand equality, she lives her resistance even when it costs her life. Moreover, her refusal to appear for mercy at the end of is a symbolic feminist stance. She chooses to die with dignity rather than submit to system that has always silenced her. So the novel challenges us to listen to women lived experiences and to confront how law and social norm often betray the very woman they claim to protect. So the last one is about moral lesson. After reading this novel, especially Firdaus' heartbreaking journey, made me reflect too deeply on freedom, dignity, and self-worth. One powerful moral I take personally is that silence can be dangerous. Firdaus was abused, silenced, and punished simply for seeking out and taking control of her life. I learned that the importance of speaking up against injustice, especially when it affects vulnerable groups like women and the poor. Another personal lesson is that freedom doesn't always look like what society expects. For Firdaus, true freedom came not in wealth or status, but in courage to be honest about her life, even if it means death. It reminded me that we must define success and dignity on our terms, not based on society's double standards. So the last one is about I learned to appreciate my own voice. Firdaus' story made me realize how powerful our voice can be used to tell the truth. Even if the world refuses to listen, I want to be brave in using mine. So, this novel is more than literature, it's a wake up call. So, this enough for me. Thank you for listening to my reflection on woman at point zero. And wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.